Know that you are worthy. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are unique. You are allowed to take up space so that you can grow and blossom into that girl, the girl who is so sure and confident of herself. She can go anywhere. She can walk in any room and feel like she belongs there. So unfortunately, there will be no saving the silk press. I've already come to terms with it. It's okay. I really did not expect it to last long anyways. I knew that my sauna appointment was coming before the concert, so I really just got the silk press for the trimming purposes, to trim my ends. So I guess we're gonna have to figure something out for tonight for the concert. This might be the most daunting task of the entire day. Drinking my cup of tea and my adorable Cairo mug. One thing that I really like to do when I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety is journal. I started a little entry this morning talking about my fear of doing things alone. I woke up this morning feeling a little anxious. This was the first time in a long time that I've woken up feeling anxious. I know as a kid, I used to always, like, the day of a big exam or the day of a talent show or even like a presentation, like I would not get any sleep the night before. I'd be so anxious and so nervous and have so many butterflies in my stomach, and I would just be a nervous wreck. I have gotten a lot better with that. Anxiety doesn't paralyze me as much as it used to. So I woke up this morning with a little bit of jitters. I still got out of bed. I still did my stuff, you know, because today is a fun, exciting day, and it should be fun and exciting. It should not be scary. And I am very grateful for the opportunity, and I'm very excited, and I am actually looking forward to going to this concert alone, but that doesn't get rid of the anxiety, you know? So I said, you know what, I'm going to get a good sauna session in. I'm gonna go to my cold plunge. I'm gonna do a little workout, and after that I'm gonna sit out on my balcony and I'm going to journal. I've already written down 2 paragraphs so far. I'm just gonna jot down every emotion that I'm feeling. Like I said, I feel a little nervous, I feel a little anxious. I am also excited though, so I'm gonna dig into that, like why I'm feeling those types of things, what they could be stemming from, and just reflect on how much I've overcome already. My anxious girlies, you guys know the feeling. You know the feeling of being really excited about something and not wanting to let your anxiety control you or self-sabotage, but your anxiety is still there. We are allowed to take up space. We are allowed to do scary things. We are allowed to go enjoy life by ourselves without the fear of being perceived. The only thing that matters is that we do not let it control our lives. We do not let it stop us from living. We do not let it dim our shine. We have to work through it. We have to do the inner work. We have to put ourselves out there and do scary things, because the more you do scary things, the more you get out of your comfort zone, the better you become, the stronger you become, the more healed you become, the less anxious you feel whenever those things do come up.
Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take...
I'm running a little late. I need to call my Uber like immediately, but I wanted to show you guys my outfit. This is the one that I decided on. I am absolutely obsessed with the look. These shoes are so comfortable and so doable for a concert. I love this bag. You can't go wrong with a nice 2-piece jean outfit. It gets the girls going every single time. My biggest concern tonight is my hair, but right now it's cute.
Enemies in front of God, introduce them to that life. If the city was a five, 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 five. Hey, Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God, introduce them to that life. Hit them strictly with the vibe. It's a vibe, do your dance, let them watch. She a fan, he a flop. They just wanna kumbaya, nah.
This world concrete, flowers grow. Holidays, she only do what she know. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low. Get it, they coming for sure.
We just got to our gate. We're about to walk in. It is so hot outside. No, you're good.
Look at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted.
Baby, you was loud, slide, slow. When I'm with you, everything goes. Coming with that on my soul. Body down, wrist, close, check, time on the way home. This world, concrete, flowers grow. All day, she only do what she know. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low.
Hey friends, so it's actually a couple of days after the concert, but I wanted to come on here and just give a little recap. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm actually pretty happy that I did decide to go alone. I feel like that it was a challenge, but a challenge that I was up for, because my goal this year is to just put myself out there a little bit more and be more spontaneous and just be able to feel comfortable doing things that may be a little bit out of my comfort zone, that may challenge me a little bit, because that is ultimately how you grow into a better person. So that was definitely a little test of that. Before I left, I did challenge myself to meet 2 new people, or at least talk to 2 new girls. And I did just that. I actually made one friend who I'm hanging out with tonight. We're going to dinner. So that's really exciting. And the conversation like really flowed and went well. It didn't feel like I was forcing it like I do a lot of the times whenever I'm meeting someone new. And then there were some other girls that were there that I already knew of, and you know, that was great to see familiar faces. But overall, it was like an experience just meeting new people, meeting the brand, obviously experiencing the show. SZA's stage performance is amazing. Kendrick's stage performance is also really good. I really enjoyed seeing SZA perform a lot of my favorite songs. That was my first time ever seeing her in concert, and so I'm really grateful for the opportunity. A lot of my social anxiety does derive from the fact that whenever I was a little kid, I always felt like I didn't belong. Oh, nobody's gonna like me, or oh, what if I say the wrong thing, or oh, what if I feel left out, not a place? Because I transferred schools a good bit, it really felt like I, 1, didn't belong, and 2, I had to prove myself. That's obviously absolutely ridiculous. So I'm having to unlearn that. It follows us, like it's not something I don't think that you completely heal from, like just from one experience. You have to deal with it, and you have to face it. You have to identify the root problem and work to heal that before you can completely become a different person. So it's still, you know, a concept in my head every once in a while. It is an insecurity that pops up that I'm having to remind myself, like, hey Tia, you do belong in that room. You're there for a reason. You got invited for a reason, just like all these other beautiful women here. They're in the room for a reason, and so are you. You are not any less than anybody else in this room. Some just like affirmations that I wanted to share. These have been very helpful whenever I do come across a new social experience. So affirmation 1, I belong in the room. I belong in the room, and that's just on period. That's just on period. I'm there for a reason, and I'm not going to dim my light for anyone, or because I feel like, oh, maybe I'm not meant to be here, maybe I'm an imposter, so I need to like shrink myself to not like stand out as much so people don't notice. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to take up space. I used to dim my light all the time because it felt uncomfortable for me to be 100% who I was, because I didn't know how people would perceive it. So I would just like shrink myself a little bit. I wouldn't be as curious. I wouldn't be as creative. I wouldn't say certain things. I would hold back a lot. I wouldn't wear that outfit that I felt good in, but I knew that was going to give me attention. Why are you dimming your light for anyone? Do not do that. Do not do that. You are that girl, and everyone needs to know. And if you're dimming your light, how will people be able to know? Do not sleep on your own potential. I can do scary things. That one's pretty obvious. We can all do scary things. It's scary, yes, but we've been through scary things before, and it's also not the end of the world. If you really think about it, going to a concert by myself, I'm not gonna die. Like, I'm gonna survive the night. And just small stuff like that you're freaking out over, you just have to remind yourself, like, yes, it's scary, but it's not the end of the world. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you're gonna feel in situations like that, and the less fear you're gonna have around it. I cannot grow in my comfort zone. You just can't. You have to step out of your comfort zone if you want to grow and become a better person. I'm confident and deserving of connection. I am confident and deserving of connection. I release the fear of judgment and trust in my worth. I release the fear of judgment and trust in my worth. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are unique, and people deserve to experience all of you. And if they don't like it, they're not the people for you. Get them out of there. I express myself confidently and assertively. I express myself confidently and assertively. Another thing that I noticed I would do in situations like these is I would be very timid whenever I spoke because of the social anxiety. And so whenever I spoke, it felt like I wasn't fully confident or sure of myself in the things that I was saying. And so you have to learn how to project your voice. You have to learn how to keep eye contact with people. You have to learn how to engage and just know that you are worthy of whatever conversation you're having. People are there to form connections. Stop thinking that everybody in that room hates you. And that's what I'm having to tell myself. I get stronger with every challenge I face, and I wholeheartedly believe that. I think that everything that I am scared of or anxious of, like, I have to put myself through it in order to not let it control and dictate my life. And I will practice self-compassion instead of self-criticism. And lastly, I am in love with myself, and I will not dim my light for anyone. Those are all major. I really do feel like me saying those affirmations to myself in the mirror while I was doing my makeup and just, you know, getting ready and listening to music, like, I just felt more empowered and I felt more confident. The more I went through the night, the less anxious and on edge I was. Yes, a lot of that probably had to do with the tequila, but it was also too because I just showed up. I decided that I was gonna show up as my true authentic self. I was not going to pretend like I was anybody else but myself. And I wasn't concerned about what anybody had to say about it because I was there for me, and clearly I'm there for a reason. On that note, I hope that you all challenge yourself to do something scary this weekend or this week. Whenever you're watching, do something that scares you. Think of one thing that scares you, whether it be public speaking or going on a solo date or going up to a guy or a girl and having a conversation, initiating a conversation. You can start off small by like having a quick interaction with your cashier instead of just standing there awkwardly silent. Like, you can ask, how's your day going? Or has it been busy today? Like, those are just like some questions that I go to, but I noticed that once I started doing that, once I started smiling at people more, once I started complimenting strangers more, I started to grow more confident over time. And whenever I have events like these, old Tia would self-sabotage with a dumb reason not to go because she was afraid. This new Tia, she don't do that. If she wants to go somewhere, she's not going to self-sabotage. She's not going to let her anxiety get in the way of her potential or meeting someone and networking and missing out on opportunities of a lifetime. Like, that's just simply not what we are going to do. We're not doing that anymore. So yeah, if you guys do decide to be a part of this little challenge and do something a little scary, I want you to comment and let me know what you did. I would love to hear about it. I would love to hype you up so that you can continue to do these scary things, so that you can grow and blossom into that girl, the girl who is so sure and confident of herself. She can go anywhere, she can walk in any room and feel like she belongs there. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.